I've got about 300 words to sum up 16 years of life. And man, that's tough. And while no sister should ever have to write or read her 16-year-old brother's eulogy, this is my new reality. And this is your new reality. So for all that I am, I will try to do Ben justice. Benjamin Philip Caleb Hayner was born in Normal, Illinois. He was a hairy baby, and I mean really hairy. A dark layer of fur covered his entire body, but thankfully he shed that. He spent the first 8 years of his life in Illinois before our family moved to this wonderful town. He attended Heartland Head Start and Oakdale Elementary. The elementary school was only 2 blocks from our house. Each morning we would walk to school together, but after the end of the bell rang, there was no keeping up with Ben. He would sprint home, and whenever it was raining, he would run even faster, claiming he was racing the rain. Ben has always been witty and sarcastic, without effort or thought. Sometimes so much so, it was enough to drive someone insane, but then he'd just make another joke that would have you bent over laughing till you cried. Ben loved to make people laugh. Ben didn't care what other people thought of him. He was unapologetically himself in every setting. He had an innate gift of seeing people for who they truly were, and had no reservations calling people out when they were putting on a front. Ben had a beautiful mind, talented beyond belief. He loved to learn. His knowledge was abundant, and if there was something he didn't know, he would go research it until he knew all the ins and outs. No challenge was too big for Ben, and no amount was enough to satisfy his mind or his belly, because we all know the kid could eat. Ben was a walking paradox. He was the most simple kid I had ever met, but more complex than any of us will ever be able to understand. In his complexity was where his character shined the most. His thoughts were complex. His love was complex. His beauty was complex. And his pain was complex. So as we are gathered today, I encourage you to celebrate Ben's life in its entirety. Cherish the simplicity and value the complexity. Laugh from all the memories. And if you want to cry for our loss, then cry. But just remember that our sweet Ben is no longer lost.